I was on the Sportsman's website. You know, something popped up, Elk Hunt of Lifetime giveaway. Click. I got a phone call from an area code I didn't recognize. They're like, well, do you remember signing up for the Sportsman's Warehouse Elk Hunt of a Lifetime giveaway? Vaguely, yeah. He's like, well, we're calling to tell you that you won. By the end of the conversation, I'm like, I think this is really happening. It was a shock. I was pretty much worthless the rest of the day at work. Sorry, bosses. I asked the question, I'm like, you know, this is a once-in-a-lifetime deal. I'd really like to be able to bring my dad with me. To be able to experience something fun and amazing like this with him and have these memories for the rest of my life will be probably the best part of the whole trip. They told me it was going to be an amazing experience. You know, gave me some examples about how many elk you could expect to see a day. There's no reason for them to make it up, but you just like, maybe. And then you get out here and you look at this place and it's just amazing here. I mean, even if I wasn't hunting, this would be one of the coolest places I've been to. For the first, 30 seconds, there was nothing. And then it was just constant bugling. Constant. We figure we saw 25 different bulls in 3.5 hours. Last night my face hurt from smiling so much. There was one spike that we saw. And then a couple, you know, smaller bulls that if I saw on public land, I'd be like freaking out. Like coming into this, I was like, you know, I don't want to shoot anything first day for sure. Second day, maybe. I want to experience it. Well, okay, so last night, I'm like, dude, I don't know if I'm going to make it out of here without pulling the trigger. Like, I want to wait, but I don't know. Like, there's so much candy out there. I mean, there were so many good bulls out there. It was just sick. Like at first I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a huge bull. That's a big bull. That's a big bull. And he's like, you know, they're okay. They're not great. That one's pretty nice though. You start looking at all this and you just kind of get numb to the size of everything because everything is amazing.
If you said you saw 50 or 60 different bulls in a day, nobody would say you were lying. Today was nuts. Like, we show up and shoot, and it's, you know, whatever, 3:30, and we're all itching to go get out there so we can see something. And we get out here, and it's insane. It's insane. There's 5 bulls right there. Never in a million years did I think I'd be able to do something like this. Tomorrow's gonna be nuts. I don't want it to be over. Six by six, he's just, dang, I'm trying to circle below that. What do you think of that?
He looks good on the ridge.
Sure did. He's gone now. Yeah, he looked good.
The one chasing good with the cows.
Yeah. We've been out 5 minutes. 2 nice bulls.
Just over the edge of the
Oh, yeah.
moving. 3.
But that was 6 minutes in. Throws off everything. It's a pretty nice bull down there. It's not that 7 by 6 that we saw up on top here with the cows. Dark rack, ivory tips. Keep breathing. Where do you think he's going? He's got cows in there. Is that the 7 from up top? They came down and he's taking them back up. Yeah.
coming into this, I was like, I don't want to shoot one until Wednesday because I don't want it to be over. And then like after Monday afternoon, I'm like, I'm ready to shoot.
You still think 320 ish or even less? Maybe a little less. I mean, I don't 100% care about the score. Yeah. His fronts are good.
What, like the first hole that we saw
First day.
at the water? Yeah.
Better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
We've had opportunities every time, every night, every morning. We just didn't take the first ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's still early. We could find another bull to kill today. Whatever.
But he's an old enough bull.
Yeah.
I'm okay with taking that. Okay. I mean, like, I'm not settling. I like that bull. Okay. I think I'd like to try to get in and see if we can get where I can feel good about a shot.
Okay. I'm gonna take you to the top. I don't know where he's gonna go. He's probably gonna try and bed in the sarvis berries on our hillside. So that'll change it, because if we shoot right now, we probably don't get a second shot because he goes behind the hill and then we never see.
500 anyway.
I know. I think we'll just go to the top, go across the top and see if we can find him in the bottom.
Okay. It's with his cows across the valley and in the shade. Bryce feels really good that they're going to be bedded there. We're going to come back in the afternoon and try to get on them.
And my dad was he was somewhat skeptical of going over there again because, we didn't see that many elk the night before. But I'm like, hey, Bryce says this is going to happen. It's going to work. We're going to follow Bryce. It's just here, you never know. I mean, you just never know what's going to come out.
We're just trying to get down a little further so we can look back in this next draw.
And it was weird because, we just saw those cows and they were real spooky. Something was weird. Like, I don't know if they had been spooked the day before, but when they came out, they were like, if they had binoculars, they were everywhere. I mean, they were spooky. We walked down to that knob and got up to the top of the knob and we were looking at them. I counted all 7 cows and I'm like, well, there's nothing else down here. We couldn't see anything. And then we were sitting there for a while and I was off looking across, a mile away at those other elk. And, then Bryce was like, hey, and he's over on his spotter. And I look over, he's like, get over here. And he doesn't get excited. And I was like, oh, something's cool, and I get up and that bull had come out of nowhere.
Pretty decent. Got some decent mass. It's big. It's just narrow.
He's like, we need to move forward like 15 yards so we can see down. That'll open up what we can see. I have my rifle up and I can see that bull. He kept feeding and then he got to the next opening and he hung behind this bush and all I could see was his rack. He's feeding away, just throwing that thing everywhere.
Don't rush it. Just be patient.
Range 379. Don't force it if it's not there. Just
The walk up to him was very emotional, relieving also. To to have won this and to come out here and hunt, you can only say amazing so many times, but it's what it is.
Man, is that exciting.
And we got down there and, I just put my hands on them and took some time to just calm down, say a silent little thank you to the animal before we got to work. After looking at him through the scope, I'm like, yeah, that's good. He wasn't wide, but
He was above average thirds for sure.
Right.
His fours were solid. And he was just narrow. That was his downfall.
right.
Other than that, he's
You just take up less space. Yeah, it was very emotional, and we talked a lot about it today. When you get to the point where you lose that emotion, it might not be hunting anymore for you. I woke up this morning. I don't often sleep until my alarm goes off, but today I did. And I woke up tired. It was a grind yesterday. I was about ready to just sit in the sunshine on the front patio and just chill. But my dad was like, we should really go trout fishing. You've wanted to do it since we got here. So let's go and do it. We just picked up fly fishing gear at Sportsman's before we came here for him, and we caught native cutthroat trout in a mountain stream together, and it was a really awesome experience.
From now to then, if there never seem to come more to go, find me in your memories that keep you from getting so low.
It was a great way to round out an awesome week.
I'll meet you down the line.
My name is Mike Lickle, and I was the winner of Sportsman's Warehouse Elk Hunt of a Lifetime giveaway.